Virgo, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your mid-April reading. We're going to take a look at your overall general energy, what you may not see coming, the hidden truth, and get some important advice from Spirit. Thank you for tuning in, for sharing this space with me today. Welcome. If you're new here, this is a safe space. Please only take what resonates. If it's not resonating, just come back another time, okay? We're going to take a look at some oracle frequencies first, and then we're going to do your tarot spread. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Virgo today. Thank you for your guidance. What spirit animal frequency is guiding you through the rest of the month of April? We're through the eclipses, and we're still dealing with the retrograde. Hopefully everyone is tuning in, is navigating everything okay. Ooh, loyalty. Dog. Many of you have dogs. Faithfully by your side. And then we have swan, love. That came flying out. You may be feeling like those around you let you down or are not doing their fair share of work, Virgo. This comes as a reminder that loyalty exists and you must not settle for anything less. You deserve better than mixed signals. Some of you are getting mixed signals from an individual when it comes to love. You may need to speak up a little bit. Swan, love. You have found your soulmate, or they are just around the corner. Remember that when two souls are destined to be together, they always find their way back to each other. All those things you've had to go through were worth it. Wow. You know, I've been pulling from this deck the entire year so far, and I have never gotten this card. So this is a beautiful sign, Virgo, that either a new soulmate is just around the corner, or you may be weathering a little bit of discrepancies in the giving and receiving, exchange of love with another, but you're destined to be together. And if you are true soulmates, meant to be together in this lifetime, you will always find your way back to one another. Okay? Even if you feel a little bit more distant right now because of some disagreements. All right. We're going to pull from the Light Seers Tarot. Let's get an idea of what the current energies are coming into the reading, Virgo. What are the current energies, crossing energies for Virgo, Spirit? One last shuffle. Page of Pentacles, strength, investing with courage. Some of you are opening up to new opportunities, and it's making you stronger. You know, when you put yourself out there, especially from an authentic place, you attract the right people who see that in you, who marvel in the beauty of you. All right, current energies. Queen of Wands, and exactly, precisely that. Queen of Wands is the epitome of shining your light from your true essence. She is full of so much passion for life. The Queen of Wands is fully alive, empowered, knowing that she is capable of bringing anything into her life that she desires. But you do that from, we'll say and, not but, and you do that from a place of knowing who you are. Ooh, but. That's a but. Eight of Swords. You're feeling a bit held back from your own authentic truth, being completely yourself. The right people allow you to be completely yourself. You don't repress any parts of you. And if you do, you notice it, you discuss it, you open up about it. So this may be something that you are focusing, zeroing in on for the rest of the month, this desire to come out of restrictions. You could have had some setbacks in your ability to open up, because there's the challenge that there's some trust issues going on. Seven of Swords is one of the sneakiest cards in the deck. This could be self-deception, or it could be deception of someone around you, someone acting in an untrustworthy manner. Some of you, they truly are, and you're finding out, or you just don't trust what you're dealing with. If this is self-deception, this could be you not even recognizing the ways that you were holding yourself back in a situation to please another. Recent past, Knight of Swords, started moving forward. The Knight of Swords is a card of action, a messenger, a mental messenger though, because the Knight of Swords wills the momentum, knows through the power of the mind that it's time to move on or move forward. We're going to find out what the energy is there and why it's there, what it's about. Queen of Pentacles. I see you embodying this energy, this desire of wanting whatever you're putting your energy toward. You want it to create financial stability and security. You want it to create feeling good from day to day. You may be in a period where you're having a hard time trusting the stability of a situation. Ooh, the Sun, Virgo. This is the card of enlightenment. As you can see, the sun is shining, source energy is shining down upon her third eye, and she is basking in it. You could be becoming enlightened here in a situation where you have felt like there might have been a little bit of darkness going on, couldn't see things clearly. This is also you breaking out, breaking free from your own confinement, your own self-repression. And we can put that on other people, right? We can always put it on other people, but it's up to us to come out of our own imprisonment over whatever it is, whether it's our limiting beliefs around financial independence, limiting beliefs around emotional independence. Overall general energy, Page of Swords. You're showing me a capacity and willingness to learn. This is the card of research, studying. Some of you are actual students, literal students out there, and your focus is on learning something new, studying a situation, being the observer. Hidden truth. You have a beautiful heart, Virgo. Ready to love, ready to open up to love, ready to experience deeper love, deeper connection inside of yourself and with others. I'm seeing a very nice, beautiful shift of growth toward greater fulfillment and happiness. It's time to harvest more love, extract more love out of life, Virgo. Seven of Pentacles is the card of, when we get that energy of, oftentimes when we see the Seven of Pentacles, it's someone who's got their hand over a root. And this is putting all of the energy, sun, nutrients, water, into whatever you're growing. And this feels to me like you're growing a lot towards self-love, because you're putting I heard something coming into this, and it's always relevant. I forgot who it was who was speaking, but she said, I've been on a diet around my emotions, around the way I treat myself. And she meant that she was being mindful of the way she talks to herself, mindful of taking care of her emotional state. Mental health is our greatest work, because everything that we perceive is through the mind, and that gets intrinsically connected through our emotional body. So whatever you perceive as your reality is going to dictate everything that you encounter, because it's our very perception, not the actual events. It's how we apply meaning to them. So you're showing me that you're learning how to understand and deepen the ways in which you apply meaning to love in your life. And when we can do that from a place of trust and understanding, it's a game changer. Creativity, the card of creative. You could be opening up to your own creative inspirations, seeing them become more prosperous. For those of you who are working in a creative capacity in your work life. Six of Cups, meaningful connection. Six of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. Wow. Virgo. You've got a beautiful, beautiful... This week, you're feeling pretty high about somebody in your life. Feeling happy, fulfilled. You could be feeling really, really content doing your job even. And the people around you. You recently could have been offered a promotion by someone in your field. More contracts. I think this is also about your own perceptions. You're learning what it takes to feel successful and content, especially around the love bond. This is someone I believe you've had in your life for quite some time, and you've reached a point now where it's self-sustaining, and you put in what you need weekly, both of you, to make it run successfully, where you both feel happy and fulfilled. I think that if you've had any kind of issues, which I'm seeing here in the base energy coming into this, the longer you've been working with this individual, this could be a coworker, it could be a family member, it could be a partner. The longer you have had this person in your life, the more you've learned from this situation. How to thrive and succeed. I think at one point you were in survival mode. You're showing me this big shift in a connection, a very important connection to you. Where at times you may have been very stressed out about it, about its success, about whether it was going to really even happen. Some of you were calling in a new opportunity to love and be loved this week. We're going into the past now. The Magician, the Devil, and the Seven of Cups. Ooh, yeah, you were manifesting in the past from a place of indecision. I mean, the Devil and the Seven of Cups, this is, I can't decide. You know, you cannot decide what to invest in. And then it started to get a little bit unhealthy because you couldn't make a clear decision, Virgo. And you needed to escape from that mental imprisonment. And that could have been what you were trying to do. Was just get so in tune with what you wanted and needed, not what someone else wanted and needed, what you wanted and needed in order to be happy. And this could have been in a work environment, or it could have been in a love bond of some sort that is deeply, deeply impactful in your life. Beautiful leveling of the energy, and a need to, you almost had to escape from that mental trap. And I see that you successfully did in the recent past. A lot of fears came over a connection, maybe even around where you're going to invest in next together. I think there was also a lot of fear around your ability to manifest multiple opportunities for your own success, Virgo. I think you achieved it, though, because whatever was going on in the past, you had to really take a look at the ways you were repressing yourself in your fear of failure, your fear of success. You have an opportunity to really, really enjoy the stability that you have created on your own. And I think you had to conquer a lot of fears to get there, Virgo. What is it that you're stabilizing? Again, the Knight of Swords from the past into the present. You're carrying that momentum. You're protecting what's yours at the Seven of Wands, the Three of Wands. The opportunity for the rest of this month is to be patient. I mean, we have a contrasting message here between the Knight of Wands, which is let's just full speed ahead, especially escaping whatever mental imprisonment you get into when you get indecisive about what to do about a person. Being present in the moment, learning from the situation instead of projecting fears outward and having to defend almost your right to just be who you are. I think you provide so much stability in this connection that sometimes it takes a lot out of you. You have to be patient with another person quite a bit. And as much as you want to move forward with things at times, you need to pause. And then you get stuck kind of standing in the middle, defending your position. I think you have somebody who's very challenging in your life. I don't know who it is to you, but you're learning what it takes not to repress certain parts of yourself for the greater good. You can still be completely authentically true to yourself and continue to operate within the confines of a partnership where you must compromise. You're learning not to, well, this is what I call caution the yield. Codependency, we often think of in terms of you can't live without the other person, you're attached at the hip. That's not true. Codependency can also mean the repression of your true self, repression of your true desires. Cautioning the yield means if you're constantly yielding to another energy to keep the peace, that is codependent, because where is your authentic voice in it? Where is your own truth in it? Where are your likes and dislikes? You're being asked to pause. Why is the challenge here the Seven of Swords? Why are you being asked to pause here? We had the Hanging Man, Ace of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Death. Whoa. You are transforming a dynamic with an individual that has been very hard to do. You may have someone around you who operates from a lower vibration of insecurity. And when people show up in their insecure places, they like to dominate, they like to have control. And I think that you're learning what it takes to be true to yourself and to show up in a mature way around another. You've gone through a tremendous transformation too around your divine inspiration, trusting in your ability to manifest abundance for yourself. You're conquering deep-seated programming and limited beliefs around your own success. Success in a love bond and success in your career. It's required you to be almost, if you look back at yourself a few years ago, you probably feel like you were running on a completely different operating system. It's, I liken our vibrational frequencies to literal software. So when you were running a computer and that software is outdated and it's not serving you, you upgrade. And so this is the evolution of your own upgrade. And I'm seeing this beautiful new growth happening within you and this destined change where you're no longer willing to cower down in fear. You've become more empowered, more independent within a connection. Also within your ability to be a leader. The Queen of Pentacles is a true leader. You could be working on self-employment, entrepreneurship, really defending your right to exist in whatever arena you're in your career. Making a name for yourself. This is imprinted with literally making a name for yourself in whatever you're doing out in the world. And course correcting in a bond where you've had to yield a lot of your own personal empowerment. It's almost as though the more you rise in success in your career, the more you're able and better equipped to handle someone who acts in covert ways unconsciously. And I think it can be very disappointing at times because when we're carrying energies in some respects of people who are not doing the work to heal, that is our greatest legacy in our lifetime. I'm sorry, I have a hair that's tickling me. That is our greatest legacy, is to heal, do the work. And that means taking in content too that uplifts us, inspires us, doesn't keep us stuck in a negative, we'll say a negative experience. That's when we are very mindful of the words we speak, the thoughts we think. You're showing me self-awareness, Virgo. I'm very, very, very proud of you because this is not an easy thing to achieve or maintain. That's the thing. You can achieve it. You can reach that pinnacle and go, wow, I've conquered this. I feel more self-aware. I'm aware of the ways I limit myself in my own beliefs about my success in love and in career. And then you reach one hurdle and then you get hit with another. I think you're on a beautiful rise here. Yeah, Justice, Queen of Swords. Wow. Holy. That is like every card you can imagine in the near future around balance. Balanced energy. Things coming into divine justice, balance, Virgo. Temperance and justice with the Queen of Swords over the Sun. Virgo, I don't know what you're doing, but you've conquered some really strict programming. It could be around your culture, your religion, your very identity was challenged. You had to go through a very deep transformation to come into your own energy and to live your life in your own truth and authenticity. And you feel like you almost conquered like this devil on your back that you've carried even as a child of not feeling good enough. You're coming into this beautiful sense of balance, especially around the ways that you govern your mental space. which is self-governed, people. It is. How often do we wake up and we get to decide? Yes, there are influences. We're always going to be externally influenced. But it's our very perception of our lives that changes everything. If you tell, it's like that whole adage, you tell one person a story and they tell 8 other people, everyone's going to have their own version of that story. So what is your version of the story of your life? Do you want to feel empowered? Do you want to feel authentically true to yourself? Do you want to feel like you're worthy and deserving of your own success, your own harmony, your own happiness? You're saying yes. Yes. I have to focus on the positive, not what I can gain, not what I can lose. And I think that you're overcoming some deep-seated fears and you're coming into true, beautiful, gorgeous balance, Virgo. Man, I love seeing this. The hidden truth. That came flying out. The Hierophant. The two. This all came out. Oh, that's too many. You know what? That's 7. We can't do that many. But this might have to do with a marriage for some of you. We're going to shuffle that. Might have to do with the marriage. The hidden truth is there are a lot of love here. A lot of love. What is the love saying? Let your heart be guided by love, Virgo. Always, in all manners, in all things. Emperor. I knew I was going to see the Emperor. You, rising, being strong, letting go. Sometimes we develop emotional baggage in connections, and then we operate from that place of hurt. Of this is always this way. I actually caution a lot of people in my life to watch the inflammatory language. When you start categorizing and boxing yourself into languaging that makes you feel so self-defeated, it can be very difficult to overcome the conditions around you that set the stage for how you're going to feel about yourself and how you're going to feel about the overall situation you're encountering. You're showing me the hidden truth of this entire reading and the rest of the month is you're guided by love above all. And you're willing to let go and release what needs to be released, heal what needs to be healed. And when we do that work, we actually rise in our own sense of authenticity, empowerment, willpower, and fearlessness. You're showing me great courage of the heart, Virgo. I'm getting such a beautiful strength. It's a resiliency that when we persevere through our own fears, through our own conditioning, and we do the work to arrive to this beautiful state of balance, I am so deeply touched by the happiness and joy that you're encountering in the future here. Beautiful growth. You could have had a great deal of disappointment in the past, or maybe even a melancholic, downward way of looking at your life. And now it's time to, a lot of it too is how you carry your body throughout the day. And I actually want to encourage everyone out there to do practices that strengthen your spine, strengthen your breath. When you really start to, this is our outer external framework that the world perceives us through, but it's how we perceive ourselves. And when you start to come into divine balance between your masculine and feminine sides, you carry a quiet strength in your body and in your spirit. And you're just showing me like you've done so much work on every aspect of yourself that you're coming from this beautiful, quiet resiliency that is like a lion in the world. I'm getting like this fierce energy, but it's soft. It's soft. You still have so many hidden desires. You're not going to give up. You're not going to give up. I think you've reached a certain level. You've leveled up. Now you see the next level and you're going after it. You're going after it. I think you're releasing all the limiting beliefs that keep you from living in your own courageous heart. Wow. A lot of you are successful CEOs, successful business owners, successful in your corporate careers, successful in whatever arena is that you're starting to dominate. And I think you're starting to speak up in your most delicate connections. What you don't see coming, Virgo. This is you holding yourself back in your own limiting beliefs around your own success. Virgo, you're conquering the devil within that keeps you from really going after greatness in your life, believing that you are capable of greatness, Virgo. You are capable of greatness. You don't need to hold yourself back anymore. You're having a realization. What you don't see coming is you are realizing you could be getting even accolades, support, more clients, more contracts, more money. There's something going on in your world for the rest of the month that some of it's your claim to fame. Some of you, it's just really seeing the markers that you've been wanting to see externally to feel proud of yourself. This is feeling proud of yourself, an awakening of no longer holding yourself back or being held back in a situation. Some of you are breaking free, and it's like this massive awakening around your limitlessness. We are unlimited beings. When you start to realize how capable you are of your own greatness, and oftentimes it's the feeling we want to feel inside, isn't it? It's not, you could have $1 million and feel horrible on the inside. So it's not necessarily the external things. It's how we want to feel. And you're showing me it's deep, Jenna. It's deep. I feel it. I feel it deep in my bones. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of the ways I've grown. I'm proud of the work I've done on myself. And you should be. You should be, Virgo. Bravo. Advice from Spirit. The King of Swords, the Death, and the Three of Wands. I don't know what you're doing, Virgo, but I'm seeing the old programming, the old software is gone. You are operating from a much more upgraded system of belief, which changes everything. You believe you're capable of success. You believe you're capable of bringing in divine contracts, fated contracts, contracts that make you feel beautifully, astoundingly radiant and in balance. I think that you're no longer holding yourself back in toxic situations, in indecision, in that I don't know. Wow. This is your own evolution. And it's beautiful. It's a resounding, I am capable, I am smart. What was that? Was that in The Help? You were capable, you was capable, you was smart. There's something around, you can actually look at yourself in the mirror, and at one time you couldn't even look at yourself. And now you're like, wow, I feel empowered. I feel you're plugging into something, Virgo, that a lot of other signs aren't plugging into. You're not letting anything defeat you. But what you have to do is the transformation of the mind. This is truly surrendering. I mean, the King of Swords, the Three of Wands over the Death. I'm revisiting Michael Singer's work. For those of you who don't know Michael Singer, he's a master at, I said take the second one. He's a master at the art of surrender. So whatever you're calling into your life is a reflection of your internal state. So you welcome everything without judgment and you surrender. It doesn't mean that you let people walk all over you. You become more empowered when you recognize that to live in a state of surrender is to live in a state of an open-hearted vibration, open-hearted, empowered strength, walking away from the emotional baggage that keeps us from living from that place. Virgo, I'm really, really impressed. Valerian, oof, deep herb, self-acceptance. Thank you, Spirit. 44, magic number. Look it up. It's a power number, master number. Acceptance, order, loosening, acceptance, embracing imperfection, persistence, flow. Valerian supports us by widening our trigger points and helping us to zoom out of a situation that might be overloading you with anxiety or stress. Remember, go easy on yourself, Virgo, and don't push yourself too hard to meet goals. Valerian remedies the internal parts of ourselves that can embody mouse energy when we're overly analytical and judgmental in high trigger mode. The message here is to take measure. Although your foundation can be established with great order, there's a certain amount of flow needed in order to enjoy creativity and growth. Don't exhaust yourself in the details. Embrace your imperfections. Beautiful rise in self-acceptance as you come into divine balance and in your own spiritual evolution, in a new, better, bigger, grander version of seeing how amazing you are, Virgo. What a beautiful reading. I hope you enjoy the rest of this month. Take care.